वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Today I am talking about God and the human sufferings. There is a slok by Guru Arjan Dev Ji कि लिखे कते न छुटे ही खिन खिन भुलन हार ते बख्शन हारा बख्शला नानक पार उतार. Humans make mistakes at each and every step of life. O forgiver, O the great master, please pardon all of us for our sins and carry us across the burning world ocean. Suffering and pain, happiness and joy are integral parts of human life. Everyone passes through these phases in their short or long journey of their existence. This is the way of this planet and has been designed by God. There is dusk and darkness all around us, and as humans, with our efforts, we have to cleanse the dust and find the light to remove the darkness. We witness misery all over the world. Children are born blind or deformed. Millions of the people suffer from starvation. People die in their infancy, childhood, and youth with fatal diseases, and people are made homeless in flood, earthquakes, lightning, hurricanes, cyclones, tsunamis, epidemics, and pandemics. In all these disasters, the question which we normally ask and which haunts our mind, why does God allow to happen all this? Why richest people have to die on the altar of their religious faith? Why God loving and God fearing people have to suffer? Very difficult to find the answer, but let us look into the scriptures of the world. And this is what they say. We all must understand and believe that we live a life of cause and effect. The consequences of all actions are bound to happen. God runs the universe on the basis of natural law, which is not subject to any change. We all reap whatever we sow. Every individual of this world has to suffer for their individual and joint actions. Personal bad actions committed both separately and collectively with others have corrupted the whole fiber of the human life and have left a multitude of evils which affect all of us individually and globally. According to some scholars and historians, actions of people, unless punished and consumed, go from life to life. People today are caught in the net of consequences of their past history. If we consider the above factors and take them into account, then we can firmly say that humans themselves are responsible for their own miseries. We come to this world and God immediately switches on the button of automatic mode of living. that is cause and effect. Ape beej, ape hi kha. You reap whatever you sow, and that is attached to our lives. We live and die within the ambit of God's laws. That is how the Guru says, Hukme andar sab ko, bahar hukam na koe. Everything is bound by God's laws, and there is no one above his laws. If now we ask God to remove sufferings and miseries, then what we are asking him? Then we are asking him to suspend the application of natural law. For these are part of our lives, for our sins, for our wrong, bad actions. And thus the universal will cease to be a perfect universe. There are also sufferings which are caused by cyclones, hurricanes, floods, famines, earthquakes, epidemics, and pandemics. These are called acts of God and apply equally to both the virtuous and the sinners. Floods sweep away villages with both innocent and evil people in them. If now we question this act of God, then what are we saying? Are we saying that disaster should be selective, searching out only those who deserve to suffer? This is not the way of God. These divine acts are used by Almighty to maintain equilibrium on earth, equilibrium, and to remind the humankind that there is a power beyond all sciences and human discoveries which balance Earth's equipoise and holds the moment of pendulum of time. When humans accept suffering and their pains, sufferings and pains in obedience to the will of God, then they are certainly raised to a new pedestal. For through sufferings in their perfect obedience to God, they make their way to heaven. A smoother journey. We say in Punjabi, Tera kiya meetha lage, naam padarat nanak mange. We accept all the sufferings, all pains in obedience to his will and beg of him the boon of his blessings. Thus, in the Sikh thought and thought of many other world religions, suffering is a relative word. Where it is a punishment for our bad karmas, our bad actions, our evil designs, our corruption, frauds, it is also a test of our belief and trust in the divine. जे सुख दे तां तुझे आराधी दुख भी तुझे तिहाई. If you give us comfort, we worship you. But real test is that we don't lose your faith in you, trust in you, even when we are in pain. That is the real test. And one thing is very important, that God does not like egoistic attitude of anyone, whether individual, society, a country, or the world. Today, when the countries with nuclear bombs were considering themselves to be the master of the world power, a little insect called COVID-19 has shaken them up from their roots and made them knelt on their knees, asking for divine forgiveness, and divine help. Never challenge God. He is the greatest of the great and will always remain so. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह